Hi, Alex Fortey here, The Art of Simple Golf. Getting width in the golf swing is actually very important. Now, I was playing the other day with a friend and he's a pro, and for several months he's actually been so concerned about what his right elbow is doing and trying to keep it tight in the golf swing. And he was having problems. He was good with his wedges, but with the longer clubs, he was definitely having some consistency issues and really some striking issues. He was getting by, he was even winning some tournaments with it, but it was hard work. His swing was hard work. So I gave him just a very simple tip that seems to have given him a lot more freedom in his swing, and his striking improved immediately. So I just want to go over a couple of little swing feels that I want you to make sure that you have to give you the best chance of having width, but also consistency and the results you want. Let's get to it. Okie dokie, so what am I talking about? Now, the right elbow in the golf swing, it's a key role. Everything we do in the golf swing, it is often really dictated by how this right elbow is functioning. But too many of you, as I said, even very good players, will have a tendency to be much too tight on the backswing with that elbow, feeling like you've got to keep it tucked. Feeling you've got to keep it tucked from here and then keeping it tucked all the way through. You know, too many golfers think that that's going to give them the control and consistency by being so tight in here. But whenever you've thrown anything by being from this position like that, if I was to throw anything, we would have a lot more width. Now, the difference is we don't want this elbow sort of flying out that way, because that's going to create inconsistency. But we can have width on the backswing, okay? So we can have that width, but we can also have control of this right elbow. And what I mean by that is it can still be in front of us, it can still have width, and it can still be connected to be able to dictate not only the backswing, but the through swing as well. Now, a little swing feel you can do to make sure that you're not being too tight on yourself. I guess that's the way to feel, because a lot of you will have this kind of swing where you're here, and even my friend who was playing the other day, you know, he has a very good golf swing, but because he was so concerned about where this right elbow was, his backswing looked something like this. So as he was coming down, he had nowhere to go. So I wanted him to feel a lot more extension. We've got a couple of recent videos on this, but a bit more width and extension. Instead of being sort of here, I mean, I'm exaggerating it, but instead of being more like here, I wanted him to feel like he had more extension and more width. Now this, you know, he's almost 40, so he's not a young whippersnapper, but obviously he's not in his 60s or retired. But you can still get that kind of freedom and width, even if you're a bit sore and you've got arthritis. And you have to make sure you do that by allowing your lower body, your knees, your lower body, your back, the whole sort of core to rotate. You're not going to be able to get that by restricting everything. So make sure that you allow everything to turn with freedom. But that feeling of extension, feeling like everything's sort of being pulled up just a little bit, is going to give you a much, you know, wider, free-flowing golf swing. And a little drill you can even use with the towel is just to hold it. I mean, this is quite a short one, but holding it in this position here. Okay, if I was to keep that right elbow in, that's where I'm going to look. But I want to feel like I'm getting the right arm just a little bit straighter back here. I'm still allowing extension, and I've still got width, but everything's still connected. So I can, with that towel, I can have that same feeling all the way through. And this is a great drill you can do. Just do 3-4 rehearsals, just like this, feeling like we're not letting the elbow come out this way. We're still keeping it in front, and we've got that extension. Now, remember, allow the hips, allow the core, you know, your stomach, your belly to turn back to the target, and then we're lowering it down again. That's the sensation. It's not a forced position, but we don't want to be too compressed like this. That's not going to do us any favors. So we can have connection, but width at the same time. And this drill, using the towel, will really help us. And you can use the club to really sort of then ingrain the feeling. The bad one is when we're like here, keeping that elbow sort of too tight, trying to be down there. That's not going to give us freedom. But if we allow the arms to, have a little bit more extension, getting behind ourselves a little bit more, you can see that we've got width, but we've also got in front of our bodies, and everything is in sync, and we've got room to swing the golf club nicely through the ball. All we need to really think about is feeling like that same sensation to create that width from there. And I want you to go ahead and try and hit a few balls. So use the towel, even at home, but if you're on the practice range, just to groove that feel a little bit. And then realize that we can have connection, but we don't want too much restriction. So feel like you've got some freedom, some extension, and that's going to give you a lot more whip through the ball and a lot more flow. It did for him, and I'm certain it will for you. So just to recap, make sure you're not really tight with the elbows. We don't do anything natural in life like that, but we also don't want to have complete haywire arms. So the towel drill will help give that sensation. But if you are feeling any tension or strain as you're swinging, just be wary of, are you allowing your lower body, your core to turn, and allowing that extension to come up, because this is going to give you not only more control, but it's going to give you more power too. Give that a try. Let me know how you get on. Now, if you want to go to theartofsimplegolf.com/free for a really cool series to help every facet of your game, I will see you there. Now, please like, subscribe. Any questions, leave them below, and I will see you next time. Tips. If you want to get help with every facet of your game, just click the link below and go to theartofsimplegolf.com/free for a really great series for the ultimate lessons, ultimate simple lessons to help you play your best golf. Now, please like and subscribe, share the channel. If you have any questions whatsoever about this video or others, just leave them below and we always get back in touch. Thanks for joining us.